Hey, what's going on, guys? Just wanted to get into Dreadnought and try it out. I haven't really seen too many people try this game out or do many videos on it. If they have, I just haven't seen them. But I remember seeing this game a while back before they released it for open beta or anything like that. So, concept, it seems really cool. I always like space kind of stuff, especially when it's done right. Um, but I've played the tutorial and a couple other things, and it has a lot of potential. And I'll get into why I think that it'd be potentially a pretty cool game to mess around with and everything. So there we go. But I kind of wanted to start out why I think there's so much potential and everything for it. Right now, it kind of seems a little lackluster, and I'll show you or I'll explain why. We have the different ship classes and things like that. Right now, I mean, it's doesn't really feel worth it to play anything but to be in anything but a dreadnought. So dreadnought, you just have a bunch of firepower, heavy armor, and but you move pretty slowly, so you can't really maneuver in and out of things, and you can't get in and out of engagements or anything like that. So, but it's so tanky. It's it kind of doesn't matter, especially when you have a support ship nearby. So they have, I think this is it, the support ship. Yeah, it's smaller, it's quicker, and everything. Not as much, armor or damage resistance, obviously. But I mean, you have one of these or a couple of these on a dreadnought. I mean, if you don't have any, you can just get lit up. But if you have one or two of these and they're helping supporting, just one dreadnought, um, then I mean it doesn't make the dreadnought unstoppable. But right now, with the way things are, it's pretty difficult to kind of take certain ships down. You have to really plan what you're doing, and they just don't buff um, the dreadnoughts either. They can buff, I think, pretty much any ship. So you'll have, sometimes two of these together, and then, at least against the AI, they're real smart, at least it seems like it. And if you start targeting one of these support ships, then they'll kind of protect them and start, healing or shielding the support ship you're targeting, and vice versa, and things like that. So it can get pretty difficult once you get on with those real people. It's not gonna happen as much. But right now, with against the AI and certain other things, it just seems they're really come in handy, which is they're almost a necessity. I like playing support ships or support roles and things like that, but I really like the dreadnought as well. Something where I started off messing around with and everything is it's a kind of a sniper, high damage vehicle with low armor as well. You can move around pretty well, have pretty good mobility for the most part, just like the support. But it just doesn't seem like there's really that high damage to it right now, especially against the dreadnoughts that just have so much armor and everything. And if they're shielded, it's just it kind of seems pointless right now. I know once the full game comes out and you're able to customize all sorts of things and really upgrade your damage output and things like that, then it's going to make things a lot more interesting. But right now, it's just kind of lackluster. I feel myself gravitating towards this class of ship, but right now it kind of just seems pointless. Like either they need to rework some stuff, or maybe once the full game releases, then it'll kind of be a moot point. So the next thing is kind of the average do it all kind of moves pretty quick. Not super fast like the smaller ships. It has decent armor or damage resistance. It has good weapons as well. But it just right now it just there's no payoff for it right now. Um, the dreadnoughts just seem like the way to go. Um, there's just not enough armor on it. So if you don't have a support ship, you're kind of screwed when you get in a battle with different dreadnoughts and things like that. I just don't see them a lot, and like I said, they get torn up pretty quick. So and usually if you're against a dreadnought, uh, they're gonna light you up. They have more damage output and a lot more armor as well. So you kind of get picked off because you're not quick enough just to kind of whiz in and out. But so it leaves you at a disadvantage, and you have missiles and all sorts of stuff that homes in on you and everything. So it kind of doesn't even matter. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of room for I mean, this is all the customization, so it's kind of cool that. Um, but right now, I mean, it's all locked. So, like I said, I mean, I could see how this could kind of be um, pretty awesome, pretty cool. You can get all sorts of um, different um, weapons or grades of weapons and things like that for your different ships, and you can turn your be more offensive or defensive just depending on what you kind of want to do. So yeah, there's that. So a lot of potential, but none of it. You can't even look at any of it, or you barely look at it. But it's all blocked off right now because it is in an open beta. But yeah, let's get into the game and try it out. So we'll do some co-op versus AI just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about with certain things. I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it'll come up. I'm just gonna play with the Dreadnought because, like I said, it kind of seems pointless to play other ships or anything. Maybe to support. Support would kind of be cool, but then you're just sitting back and you're not really in the action. It's versus AIs and everything. So yeah, let's get in there. All right. Here's the kind of your loadout screen and everything. You can decide what class you're going to be. It shows your fleet that you have. So I think that's kind of cool to where, if everybody has a dreadnought and things like that on your team, you can kind of switch things up. It has different players and everything. So, um, but of course, yeah, I'm going to do the dreadnought. The controls are kind of funky. Use R1 for elevation up, L1 for elevation down. I do like the little animations and stuff that you can do and that you see with the little jet propulsion and all of that. But it moves very slowly. This main cannon is your main attack, but you can switch it up. And it does have audio cues that lets you know when you're in range. There's visual clues as well for your missiles and everything. It'll probably come up here in a second. Let's see, but once you get momentum, you do move pretty quickly. And there we go, got a Havoc kill. There's one of the smaller kind of ships. But I'm gonna switch weapons here real quick.
One enemy ship left, Captain.
And you have to manually reload, or it automatically reloads as well. But while you do that, you can kind of switch up the weapons while it reloads. So looks like they're just sitting back. Let's see if I can use. Things get pretty epic. It kind of reminds me of being in Black Ship or something like that, and or Black Flag, Assassin's Black Flag with your ship and everything. Because you have your certain side attacks and different other things with the dreadnoughts and all that, but you have like missiles and different other things that kind of act similarly to some of your things, some of the same kind of attacks in Black Flag. So here we go, round 2. So pretty much lighting them up. I mean, it is the AI. Let's see if we can light these guys up. I do kind of like to go in and then kind of turn like I'm disengaging, and then you fire those side cannons and you just light them up. Well, taking some damage. Change elevations here. Kind of see you have like that sniper ship that's there. So we have this, the side cannons. Boom, gone. That's why I said I like to give that kind of turn to it. It does help out. Right now we're not necessarily a sitting duck, but moving really slow, so I'm going to try to get some momentum. I'm going to hit on this side. Didn't even see him coming. Broadside cannons. So we're going to switch up the weapons. Now they're a little closer. Try to light them up. And then I got our side cannons up again, immediately hit them. So, like I said, I mean, it takes forever to kind of get out of there, so sometimes you can get put in a bad position. So I guess just go with the interceptor. Much faster kind of little ships. Just do like flybys pretty much. That's pretty much it. Like I said, there's not a lot in this game. The training is kind of more lengthier, and you kind of get more of a hang of it and everything. But right now, there's just not much to it. There's no real reward to play. It's neat. You can kind of get the hang of stuff and get in the swing of things. But it's, like I said, not much going on right now, which I guess is why not many people are covering. But I see the potential, and this is going to be something that I'm going to be keeping my eye on. So I don't know what they're going to be doing with it exactly, how much it's going to be as well, or if this is going to kind of be like a free-to-play, one of the PlayStation games, since it is like a PlayStation Plus, like open beta kind of thing. So, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, thanks for watching.